Hello Sagittarius, welcome. It's time for your April reading. This is a general reading for all Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what works, leave what doesn't. The messages are for whoever needs to hear them. So we are grateful, thankful for all of our Saggies out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Grateful for the messages from the universe. What's your overall energy here, Sagittarius? Anxiety. Really anxious? Something's kind of scratching at you. I think you're anxious about your future. You need to look at why you're so anxious. There's something that you're very afraid of. All right, let's see. Let's get some cards down on the table and take a look at what's going on with all of our Sagittarians. See, I was picking up that whoever it is that I was picking up on, their relationship, you know, it's not as good as everybody believes. You know, I think it's one of these where one person is very loving and the other person is a little shut down. You know, I keep hearing, leave me alone. So maybe, you know, this, you know, togetherness, time together is a bit much for some of you, and you just need to find some space. Yeah, because you're not feeling like you have a sense of freedom. So let's keep getting some cards down and pull. These are just some messages that I'm just intuiting that are coming through. So if you're involved with somebody, I just want you to know that, in my opinion, what I see is that, you know, you're settling for somebody who's less than who you are. And I don't mean to put anybody down, but I think, you know, you might be lowering your standards a little bit for someone. And, you know, you might need to look at that, because that might be what brings you so much anxiety is, you know, that you guys are on two different levels. There's two different playing fields here. All right, so. But I think you're worried about, like, your home, your work, your place, like everything you own. You have this real fear of instability with what's coming down right now. That's right, because the Tower comes out by the end of this month, and then you're off to a running start. So if you've been unhappy in a relationship, because I feel like somebody offers love and the other person is a little bit more shut down. And I do see this as, you know, this is your person, because we have the Four of Wands here with the Ten of Pentacles. And it's like there's secrets, you know, it's like you're secretly unhappy with who you're with. And it's time for you to start to make a decision. Because how much longer can you continue if you're really unhappy? Okay, so yeah, you're feeling a little unbalanced. And now with the worry of not working, some of you are not working right now, what's going to happen? It's just like you're feeling so unsteady. But I think if a lot of times when we are involved in a relationship, we find that we're really invested into that relationship and we put ourselves behind. And I think you've lost yourself a little bit, Sag. And it's time for you to start focusing more on you. You know, put your foot down. You know, if this person is getting on your nerves, well, they're getting on your nerves. You know, don't pretend that it's okay and you're going along, because that's worse. That's worse. You know, just say, hey, you're getting on my nerves. Leave me alone. Now, some of you want to just be on your own, and there's I'm getting somebody is very shut down and not wanting to open up because they want a new beginning. They want a fresh new start. So, I see, there's going to be a lot of tension between you and your person in this month of April. But I think it needs to come out and needs to be released, because if, you want to turn things around, you need to kind of step up to the plate and open up a little bit, because you're being very shut down. You're really concerned about your money. And it's like you've only got so much to hold on to. But I think that's just, to me, that's, what they call stinky thinking. It's like you're going to have to turn things around and not go into that space. There's nothing we can really do if we can't go to work except find other work that we do. That's you. That's what I mean by you feeling a little lost. I think you got lost in your own self in this relationship. But now the wheels are turning. But you've got to get out of your head. You've got to get out of your head about, the whatever it is you guys built together, or your home, or your money, because it's going to come out. All of this, you're going to erupt like a volcano, Sag. That's what this tower is. You're going to erupt like a volcano, and then you're going to feel good. Okay, and then you're going to finally feel good, because you're no longer keeping this into yourself. You're going to open up a little bit. And it's like there's a part of you that's really nervous, but it's time for you to move on. And, you start to make good decisions. And it's all as a result of things finally coming out. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius, yeah. The issues at home, we're really being forced to look at our home life with this whole pandemic that's going on. We have to really look at each other and how we live together and how we exist together, how we survive together. But you are really looking at other options. So there's a little bit of ego coming up with this Nine of Cups, because now I see it twice. So this could be a selfish, maybe you're feeling a little selfish, trying to keep things fair, but it's not selfish if you're not happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you feel like this was something you really wanted to pan out and you thought you were going to be happily ever after, forever and ever, and that's just not how it is, then, you have to really deal with that feeling as being very real. And if this wish, was something you always wanted, maybe there was something that you was going to, come your way and you're not getting it. And, that upsets you. But you're on guard. You're really guarded. And you're really closed right now. Because you're trying to avoid conflict. I think this came up in my last reading for you. It's like somebody's always trying to, offer you something, that love that, you're pretty shut down from. It's either you or them. We all know who we are in the story, right? All right, so it's time to move on. Live your life. Get out of this confusion, this depression that you've been feeling about this relationship. You know what you want to do. I feel like we always know what we're supposed to do. And then we look to other people for advice. I think you need to turn in and go inside, so that you don't become this erupting volcano. Out comes temperance. This is about healing. This is about you taking care of yourself. So, you don't want to walk away from something that, you put a lot into it. But if this is not making you happy, this union, then maybe you need to get counseling. Maybe you need to talk about it. Maybe you need to, something's going to force a change here by the end of the month. So it's going to ride. So you can't keep pretending. You can't keep pretending that what you really want is to be free. Because, this love that you have for each other, I feel like it's diminished some for some of you. Just, maybe it was really great at one time, but you're just not feeling it. You know what they said? This is like a classic, you know, 7-year itch where you've been together for a while now, and you know, you guys are just really stale. So you can't pretend that this is not, you know, affecting you guys anymore. All right. So final card. So this is about you taking care of yourself, healing, releasing the burden, not carrying it anymore. You know, because somebody, you know, it's like this King of Wands, they're not confident. They see it's not working too. Look, it's not just one-sided. I think everybody knows what's going on here, but nobody wants to actually like voice it and say it. But by the end of the month, I think that's going to change. Yeah. Because below here, we have the Lovers reversed. You know, and it's time for you, the Empress, to start saying what you really need to say. Because if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And if you're not feeling it, you got to figure out why. Is it really over? Is it really, you know, something has to shift. And that tower will come down by the end of April to make that shift and that change. All right. That's what I've got for you. I really don't like this King of Wands reversed. This is somebody, and I don't know if it's the same person, but this person is never going to change. You know, if once a player, always a player. If, you know, there's one of these people, like they support you, but they don't help you. You know, I think you really need to look at each other. And this is a Sag energy. Maybe this is you feeling like you just can't put any more work into this relationship. So this is a big month for you. All right. I'm going to end it here, Sagittarius, because I feel like that was a real mouthful. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I hope you liked it. Thumbs up. And until the next reading, bye now.